What's up, y'all? So I'm sitting out here and I am writing I guess you can say a lesson. I'm writing for Patreon. So I have a video that I need to record for my Patreon. Um and I was getting to the part where I talk about knowing yourself. Now it's a intimacy video with yourself. So I'm gonna be talking about the importance of intimacy with yourself, the importance of knowing yourself, and practicing self love in that way. So I'm gonna put together a whole little routine for the Patreon group in order to begin practicing self love. But I wanted to talk about the importance of knowing thyself. A lot of times we don't think that it's important for us to know ourselves, and it's so many podcasts and so many I'm watching my dog too, yeah. It's so many podcasts about what feminine is. It's so many lectures of how to become more feminine, how to become more masculine, how to attract that masculine man that you want, how to be the feminine woman that you need to get the things that you desire. But my only thing with that is, even if someone gives you the blueprint, if you don't put your own twist on it, it's still not going to work for you. One of the affirmations that I always say is, I have the power to create my own blueprint. And it's because if you find yourself copying everything you see, okay, this is what she says feminine is, so I need to be more like this. You know how the girls is like black girl luxury, and you got to be dressed up from head to toe every day, heels on, the best bag, and all of that. We flying everywhere from Bali to Africa, and it's all of this luxury, but or supposed luxury, but no one really talks about the self work that you actually have to do to get to that. You have to know yourself. Like, if that is not what luxury is to you, luxury may be Starbucks every day to you. Luxury may be going to the beach in California. I just told myself earlier today I want to go to California and try like multiple different vegan restaurants. That's going to be something that is exciting for me. Whereas maybe being on the back of a jet ski, that ain't really my thing because I can't drink all of that water. It might be fun to try one day, but that's not necessarily luxury to me. Um, Pink. I love pink. Pink has always been my favorite color. Pink. I had a pink car when I was like 21, 22. So pink has always been my thing. But if black is your color, black is your color, sis. That don't mean you're less feminine. That don't mean that you can't be what society has deemed femininity is because you don't like pink. When we're trying to discover ourselves, when we're trying to create a better version of ourselves, you got to make sure that you still don't get caught up in what society says something is. So we're trying to snatch our power back when it comes from society, what a girl is, what a boy is, who we should be, who we should not be. Make sure that you're not following society into snatching the power back. Like, you still have to find what that means to be yourself. You still have to know yourself. You still have to know the things that you desire. Discover what femininity is to you. Discover what being a wife is to you. A lot of times the reason why we cannot create healthy relationships is simply because we don't even know what we want out of a relationship. If I go down the line and ask 10 women today exactly what they need out of a partner, they're not going to be able to really tell you, or they're going to say some basic stuff that they've heard other people say. You have to know what you desire in the person so that you know what you're looking for. Because if not, you're gonna keep on bouncing from person to person, and be like, that ain't it, that ain't it. It's not fulfilling to you because that's not what you're looking for. You don't know what you're looking for, so you just bouncing up and down, here and there, here and there. What do you need as a woman? What do you need from a woman as a man? Some men need women who cook every day, but some men only need women who know how to order out. Like, some people need women who are going to clean up, but some men don't even want that from their woman. I need you to motivate me. I need you to stay on top of me. I need you to be my ear. I need you to be able to come to you and talk to you about the things that's bothering me, and you let me know that the decisions that I'm making are okay. You give me that second hand, like, baby, you got this. You know what you're doing. You know you can make it. You know you can be strong here. You know that's your strong suit, baby. You got that. That may be what you need from a woman. You might not need that woman in the house cooking and cleaning. But because society is telling you that, oh, a feminine woman's supposed to cook and clean, a feminine woman's supposed to do this, now you feel like, oh, I gotta have that because that's what society said. No, know yourself. Know what you need out of a relationship. Know who you are. Who are you? If you had to explain to someone in three sentences who you are, could you? If you had to explain what you feel like your purpose is, could you? Are you okay with letting people go who you are not aligned with? Because a lot of our relationships, we get in them, and the reason why they're not working is because they're not aligned. You two are not aligned to be together, but instead of leaving, you rather hold on to it because you don't want to feel like, oh, well, I'm leaving another relationship. Bump that. If this is not it, you're gonna have to leave regardless. So either you can prolong that loss now, or you can just not waste any more time, because we feel like we have so much time. But time is not promised. Nobody is promised to be here tomorrow, so you have to live today like it's your last. You have to live today and be intentional with the things you are doing, the time you are spending with people, the amount of energy that you are giving to people, the amount of focus that you are putting on things. If you know something is not in alignment with the person you are, with the person you're trying to build, let it go. Let it go and find who you're supposed to be with. Find the person that you desire to be with. Find the person that you need to be with. Okay? Stop holding on to things and stop letting society tell you who you are. If you know that you are a person who just grab onto things just because you see it, remove all of that from yourself. Go within. Do your mirror work. If you don't know how to do mirror work, I suggest you join my Patreon. It is a whole class on there about mirror work, how to do mirror work. Do what you need to do in order to get to know yourself. You will not be fulfilled outside of you until you know yourself. You will not create a healthy relationship until you have a healthy relationship with yourself. You will not be able to be the woman or the man that you desire until you know yourself. Not who your mama said you should be, not who your daddy, your grandma, society, not who society claims you should be. No, you have to know yourself and be the person you desire to be. Accomplish the goals you desire to accomplish. Be the person that you want to be. Unapologetically. You don't need to apologize for anything that you want to do that you feel like it was the best decision for you. So know yourself. Intimacy with self is super important, and if you don't get into that, you will never be able to do it with someone else. A lot of times we go into relationships and we're trying to wing it. You're trying to create habits that you never had a habit of doing. You're trying to do things with people that you never had the habit of doing. Practicing intimacy with yourself is going to give you the foundation that you need in order to practice intimacy with someone else, because it's going to be a habit. So you know how, say you're not a person who dresses up all the time. You meet this person and you start dressing up more because, like, I want them to see me. I want them to be pretty. I want to be pretty every time they see me. I want them to want to be with me. But then once y'all move in together, that thing starts creeping off. So now she ain't getting pretty every day no more. Now she just got on a bonnet most of the days. Now she ain't getting dressed. She don't smell good. She don't make sure she smell good. She don't make sure her skin's out. Because she done got you now. That's because she did not have a habit of doing those things before you met her. It's the same thing with men. When you meet a woman, oh, you want to take her out. You want to spend all this lavish money. You want to do all these things. But then once you get her, you kind of creep off. Oh, I don't got to take you out as much as I need to. That's because you have not created a habit around making sure you go to nice places. You have not created a habit around making sure you get dressed and you go out and you do this and you do that. So now that you got it, it's like, oh, that facadeness is wore out. No, you create that habit before you go into the relationship so that it's already a set foundation. Listen, I go out every other Friday. So we're going to have to go out every other Friday. Or I go out once a month and I have a nice lavish dinner. Create those type of habits before you get into relationships so that you'll know when you in a relationship, you can still maintain those things. If you don't maintain your beauty, if you don't maintain your affirmations, if you don't maintain your goals and all of those things before the relationship, I can guarantee you when you get in a relationship, that is gonna stop, because you're easily to be distracted. You're easily to lose focus. You're not doing the things that you need to do anyway. So create habits now. Intimacy with yourself is important. If you don't know how to have intimacy with yourself, if you're not familiar with that term, join my Patreon. It is so much information in that Patreon, and it's so much being added weekly and weekly and weekly, because it is important for us as people to start being on the level that we actually desire to be. Everybody want to be the girl, the man, all of that. Be that person. You know who that is. You know how you envision yourself in the future. You know how you envision yourself, your greatest version of you. Be that person. Start working today to get to that level, to get to that person. That's the only way you're going to get there, is if you start being intentional in doing the work today. If you want a healthy relationship, the only way you're going to get there is by creating a healthy relationship with yourself. Okay? So tap in. Join my Patreon. Check out my website. Grab one of the courses if you are not ready to commit to Patreon. If you're not ready to commit to changing your life, that's fine too. That's fine too. Some people are okay. Some people are content where they at, and some people just don't want to do the work. That's fine. I'm not trying to make you do anything. Like I said, I can give you the blueprint, but I cannot make you do the work. I'm not trying to turn you into me. I'm trying to make you find you. Okay? Have a great day, y'all.